Well, hello everyone. Welcome along to another edition of In the Box Seat. My name is Mark Liddymore. I'll be bringing you a bit of Greyhound racing news so far as South Australia is concerned. Plus, we'll be giving you a few hot tips along the way as well, and dogs to watch, greyhounds to watch here at Angle Park. We had a bit of success last week with Alaxon winning here on Thursday night. And speaking of Alaxon, his trainer Ron Shadow will be on deck here to join us on In the Box Seat, and we'll be interviewing Ron later on in the program. Our honey from last week, Sophie, she's back again this week to give you the honey's hot tips, and they had a bit of success there last week with one of their specials winning Cool Comet, plus one of the first fours you could have boxed up with a return of $788 for the dollar. So watch out for the honey's hot tips later on in the program as well. First of all, Greyhound this week goes to Angle Park on Wednesday morning with 10 races set down for decision. It is on Sky Racing 2. And the first of our specials comes up in race 5. It is number 3, Aston Zip. Now trained by Troy Murray, a former Western Australian, has come to South Australia with very good credentials, has won 5 of 23 and 8 minor placings besides. So it's nicely graded here. A big watch on him here on Wednesday morning. Our other special is race 9, number 3, Token Class. This greyhound is racing in very good form at the moment for Karen Whitholtz, has won its last 3 in a row, including a solid victory here in 30 and 52 after leading throughout. He ran 4th last start in the Future Stars final at Gawler. That was a pretty strong race. It's a good form line race as well, and he looks nicely suited here and looks one of the top chances, Token Class, there on Wednesday. We move along to our Thursday night program. The best bet on the program looks to be race 8, number 4, Boozeroo. Of course, a former Victorian campaigner, has had a lot of race experience here at Angle Park. Is here for the Nationals actually. Boozeroo, now trained locally by Aussie Chegia, I believe, and is an SSA bred greyhound, of course. Power was proved itself in top company in Melbourne. Has won a heat of the Adelaide Cup in 29.57. That's his personal best time here at Angle Park. It can sprint. It's got a sharp sprint at the end of its races, Boozeroo, and was well in the market in the semi-final of the Adelaide Cup when winding up 4th. It failed to make the final. Has won a Group 1, has been close up in recent starts. Look out for Boozeroo here on Thursday night. Well, racing on the weekend once again goes to Port Pirie. The final of the Sapling Stakes is on there. The heats will run there on Sunday night. The heats were won by Extra and also Widgie's Woman. They looked the two to beat as well in the final. Widgie's Woman was part of a double for Carol Scott. Her other winner was Lola Montez there at Pirie on Sunday night. Now, in the future, we go to Gawler on the 8th of June. The Gawler Breeders' Plate is coming up. The heats to be run on the 8th of June. That final is on the 15th. As we look to racing on a national basis now, and first of all, we got the Sandown Park. The Dawson Series concludes. The Dawson final over the 5:15 on the 3rd of June this Thursday night. The race is worth $40,000. Unfortunately for South Australian followers, Tomic failed to qualify for the final there for trainer Peter Jovanovic. The Albion Park Cartwright Property Group Gold Cup is the feature race there in Brisbane on Thursday night. That race is worth $50,000. Looks as though it's a good clash coming up there with Dashing Corsair and also the rising star in stayers ranks here in Australia, Nelly Noodles. That should be a good clash at Brisbane at Albion Park on Thursday night. The Cannington Britain's Western Australian Derby, the Group 2 race I should say, that final's worth $35,000 at Cannington Raceway in Perth on Saturday night. We had a bit of success there with Random Test. We had Rob Harness in the show here last week. We had a bit of a talk to him about Random Test. Unfortunately went down as a beaten favourite here at Angle Park last week, but went to Cannington from box 4 and got the chocolates in a heat of the Derby. He'll be contesting the Derby final there on Saturday night, so we wish Rob Harness the very best of luck with a Random Test there at Cannington this Saturday night. Dogs to watch, a couple from the trials recently at Gawler over the 400. Alira's Boy went around there in the very quick time of 30 and in fact 23.08. Went around in 23.08 over the 400. Alira's Boy, one to watch. And Mighty Mantra for Neil Rawlings. This greyhound came out and won on Thursday night. Went around here in 30.99 over the 5:31 at Gawler. Splits of 3:19 and 16:03. This greyhound continues to race well. Look out for Mighty Mantra, trained by Neil Rawlings in the coming future here at Angle Park. Well, it's that time on the show where we get to meet one of the Greyhound honeys. We actually met her last week, Sophie. She's back again this week to deliver the goods for the punters like she did last Thursday night with one of the first fours getting up. Plus, if you happened to combine both trifectas up in both races, you would have got 2 pretty handy dividends as well. So we say hello to Sophie, welcome back, and you've got a couple of tips for the punters on Thursday night.
Hi Mark, I sure do. Race 2, number 1, Such Is Life. A consistent greyhound of late who begins well and races on the pace. Does deserve a change of luck and with a good draw should be hard to beat. Pick 4 is First 4, Race 2, 1, 5, 6, 2. And the second Honey's hot tip I have is Race 3, number 1, Megastar Supreme. Newcomer to the kennels of Aussie Chegia and has drawn well at its debut at headquarters. A late start, place getter to Flash of Light at Wentworth Park should serve well in this event. First 4, Race 3, 1, 7, 4, 8. Good luck.
Good luck, punters. There you have it. Such Is Life and Megastar Supreme. Thanks for joining us on the show again, Sophie. We look forward to you coming on again in the near future.
Ta. Thanks, Mark.
No problems. There you have it, punters. That's the Honey's Hot Tips for Thursday night. Well, it's time to introduce our special guest on In the Box Seat this week. It is Ron Shadow, who's having a bit of success with a greyhound called Olaxon, winning 5 of its 7 races. Went around here in 29.97, winning at Angle Park here on Thursday night. As Ron joins me on the show right now. Good afternoon, Ron, and thanks for your time.
Thank you, mate.
Well, first of all, we'll talk about Olaxon. His performance on Thursday night was pretty impressive. He's a dog that likes to track wide in his races, though.
Yes, he's still learning. He hasn't had much experience yet, but as he gets on, he'll soon come to it.
I suppose the cards fell into place here on Thursday night after they sort of veered off the track. He still tracked wide from box 1, but he was still able to gain that advantage on the first turn.
Yeah, he's got that early speed. As long as he jumps, he can sort of manage it, but he's got to jump. But yeah, he's won from 7, 2, 3 and 8, I think, so far, and the 1.
Now, is he potentially the best dog you've ever trained?
Yeah, I've had some good ones. Yeah, the Lee dogs, Just Lee. My first dog, Shadow's Holding. I broke both track records at Broken Hill with him. First dog I ever owned. He was probably the strongest dog I had, but just wasted him because I was farming and shearing and couldn't really race very much with him. But he was probably the strongest dog I've had. But this fellow, yeah, he's going really fine.
Well, you go back to, you always go on to the Kieran Corby breed, back to Menamble Liz, and also, well, these days, Corrambine Lass. You've had a lot of success with those greyhounds out of those litters.
Yeah, Corrambine Lass has been a very good brood bitch, but I don't think she's around anymore now. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. But everything she was mated to won races, like the one Bill had from Big Daddy Cool and Hudson, well, he broke his hock. Norm broke his metacarpal bone, and there was about 3 or 4 of those got put down. They all had that good early speed, and now this one, he's also from Corrambine Lass, Olaxon. She just kept throwing winners. If you get a good brood bitch, you laugh them. That's the way I've always seen it.
Of course, we speak of Kieran Corby. We can't. You go back to Lionhearted, who won at Derby here, and of course along that same line, the Menamble Liz line. It's been a successful line all the way, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Now, Jack Shadow, at 5.5 years of age, you had him racing at Strathalbyn in March. Unfortunately, went amiss, but he might be making a comeback.
Yeah, I'd bring him back tomorrow, but Jane says no. But he's just ripped a toenail off, but he thinks he's all right. But he's 5.5, yeah, and he's hardly had any injuries until he tore his toenail off. But he's by Menable Liz too. Yeah, and also our brood bitch now, Tila, she's by Corrambine Lass, or was it? No, Primo Uno, Corrambine Lass, I think. And those pups are really showing something at the moment. They're only 10 months old.
Okay, we'll wrap it up there, Ron. Congratulations on the success of Olaxon, and hopefully we'll see him in the winner's circle again in the not too distant future. I don't think he'll be going well again, won't he? He will when he's up again.
Yeah, he's in to Thursday. He's got box 5 Thursday, so he's never had the 5. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, Ron. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck in the future with Olaxon.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
Thanks very much, mate.
There we have it. That's Ron Shadow, the trainer of Alaxon, which has been racing in a very good form here on the Angle Park circuit. That takes us away from our program. Don't forget this program goes on the GRSA website on Tuesday around lunchtime, approximately around 12 p.m, the new edition. I'll be with you again with the next edition coming up here from next Tuesday. Until then, bye for now.